got the GoPro Hero 10 around my neck on the neck strap, and I got the Insta 360 behind me at the moment, just behind the rear seat on part of the frame. Just have a play around with that and see what angles I can get on post. So I'm probably going to be paranoid now all the way around, just to make sure that it's not come loose and hanging off the side of the bike somewhere. I've got the microphone in the earpiece on this open face helmet at the moment, and I honestly thought that I'd got a bug in my ear then, but I realised it's the muffler or the dead cat, whatever you want to call it, that's tickling me inside of my ear. So I'll have to remedy that. Just going past the fisheries in Chirk, heading down towards Glenkirioch. It's not a bad day. It's brightened up as the days got on. I can still see me camera in the ring mirror behind me. So we're out on the Bullet. I absolutely love this bike. If anybody is watching me channel just to see how the Bullet performs, believe me, don't believe no spec sheets when you're thinking of buying a 350 Royal Enfield, whichever one, J series. Excuse me. The spec sheets don't do them justice. The engine is an absolute beauty to ride. The bike itself, I'd say the moment I jumped on this, I knew it was for me. You won't stop smiling. It's effortless to ride. Nothing pretentious about them. They are what they are. You can sit like this for miles, and they will do miles. You know, I think when I've been on the bypass, the comfort zone on this is probably 65, and it's really nice. Obviously it'll do 75 if you want to pass anything, but 65 to 70 if you wanted to do a big distance and you had to get onto a dual carriageway or motorway, you could still do it. But you know, it's just so nice to ride. It's got good range on the fuel tank, really comfortable. I say a few of my friends have got the 350 Meteor. I know people have got the Classic as well as what I've got, the Bullet. They're all the same. Just the riding position on the Meteor might be a bit different with the front and forward controls, but how nice they are to ride. You will not go wrong with one of these bikes. Say regular viewers of my channel know I got the shotgun as well. That's just a faster version of one of these. Still so comfortable to ride, whichever one you choose. So this bike is just looking at the clock now there, and it's 830 mile-ish that I've put on the Bullet since I bought it. So I swapped between this and the shotgun, the NX 500 previous. So I'm not solely on one bike. The just racking the miles up on that one. I swapped between the two, or however many I've got at the time. Yeah, I've actually bumped into a couple of people now, two separate occasions, and they've said, hey, I recognise you from your YouTube channel. So that was nice to hear. Saw a girl going at the hairdressers this morning and saying hello, and she said, oh, my grandson's just passed his test and he follows you on YouTube. That was great. I thought, brilliant. I'll have to start getting some stickers and hand them out or something with my logo on. Hand them out to people. So the colours are really turning nice now. You know, the browns, the reds, they're all coming through. The autumn, as we get deeper into autumn. I've been walking my dog this morning, and as you go through the woods, really beginning to show through now. Full of chestnuts this morning as we were making our way through the woods. An added bonus of the dog walk. Just coming into Glencairdiog. It is a 20. A nice little story about the Bullet as well. I came through this way a couple of months ago, and I actually got to where I am now on the road, and there was an old gentleman on the side of the road walking with a stick, started waving his stick in the air, and I thought, is he shouting at me because I'm going over 20? Anyways, I put my hand up, because obviously say I was only doing 15-20 mile an hour, and he actually shouted, I like your bike, that's a cracker that. So I stopped and had a chat with him, and reminded him of the bikes that were around in his day. I think he thought it was an original from back then, but he said no, it's the reproduction, if you like. It's a new bike. He loved it. So it does turn heads. People love them. I've been sat in a petrol station before now, and a fella came up behind me and asked me could he ever sit on it, because he was playing golf somewhere. He was going somewhere to play golf. He saw me on my bike and followed me in to the petrol station. And yeah, we had a chat, and he ended up jumping on my bike and just having a sit on it at the petrol station. So yeah, be prepared if you do get a Royal Enfield 350, whichever one you choose. They do grab a lot of attention. People love them. Heading around the back of Glencairdiog, get up onto the top of the Nanta, catch a board of the sunshine up there. Feeling quite warm on your back now. One of the Bissenden Flyers white vans. If you ever watch his channel, he always seems to be, when he's reviewing a bike, he'll end up behind some sort of a white van. Yes, it's turned out to be a really nice afternoon now. Sun shining, it's quite warm on my back. Got to make the most of these days. Talking to a friend of mine this morning when I come off my walk. Phil, he's just come back from Dubai, so he's had enough of the sunshine now and couldn't wait to get back on his bike. He's just hit the 300-mile mark on his new Meteor, so he's heading off to Bill Smith's in Chester for his service next week. He's looking at a belt drive conversion for that, so I put him onto the old Powis Rider, who's had it done on his 350 Classic, but he seems quite pleased with his, so whether Phil will have it done, we'll see. See what different add-ons, conversions that he buys. We all seem to be doing it. My neighbour Mark, he's got the Meteor as well. We seem to be in a competition sometimes with who can have the most AliExpress parcels coming to the door in a week. Just different trinkets for the bikes. They were both got a couple of bikes in the garage. Sure, there's nothing coming behind me. That's it, we're clear. I hope you can hear the sound of that exhaust. Yeah, so some of the add-ons that I've already done to this bike. You can see the peak on the front there. That if I start from the front, the peak, Royal Enfield peak there. Obviously I've done the airbox, the air and filter, the intake, the DNA filter, I've had that done. I've done the decat on the exhaust, which just hear it. Just makes a nice sound now, just opens the engine up that little bit. I'll probably end up getting the bar end mirrors, the same as what I bought for the shotgun, once I've seen how they perform. Although there's nothing wrong with these, I can see perfect behind me. You know, but some people say that they struggle to see, whether they're wider than me but I got perfect view in both mirrors there now, looking behind me. It's just how you want the looks of the bike, I suppose. Whether you want the old Mickey Mouse jobs, or the more I don't know, retro looking would it be, with the bar end mirrors, I don't know, but yeah, here's your money, take your choice. But we'll have a look. So yeah, if anybody watching my channel's got one of the 350 bikes, give us a shout, so let us know what you're doing with yours, or if you're thinking of buying them, if you want any advice, as much as I can give you with what I've bought. Nothing too technical. But this is what it's all about for me. Getting out in the countryside. Yeah, I'm trundling along now at 40 miles an hour. You know, you're not breaking the sound barrier going through places and not seeing anything. The old beauty of these is you go for a ride out, you take everything in. You haven't got to be, say, you've still got to concentrate, but you haven't got to be 110%, because where I am on the next corner, because you're blasted along, you can afford to relax a little, take it all in, especially on roads like this where you haven't got much traffic. Of course, I still intend on taking this on a nice trip. You know, just talking the other day about taking it across to the D-Day beaches in France next year. I want to get up to Scotland, and I can't see a problem with taking this up there. You know, I'll get the shotgun, obviously I'll have a run out somewhere, but there'll be no problem with taking this anywhere. You know, you see people touring on 125s, little monkey bikes. As long as you're comfortable, take your time. You know, it's not, you haven't got to do 400 mile in a day and, you know, get off the bike and as if you're some sort of Iron Man and look what I've done. Just enjoy it, take as much time as you can. You know, if you did 100 mile a day, who cares? As long as you've enjoyed it, you've had a look round somewhere, stopped off in between for a cup of tea, had a look round, make the journey, spread it about. That's what it is to me. You know, I don't intend to do these, you know, from Wales to Timbuktu in 8 hours, non-stop. That's not for me, and that's not what this channel's about. Going off here today. Last couple of times I've been up, and I think it's just past these two masts, is it, that they launch like the paragliders and that from, the motorised things. You see them flying out over the top of the Dee Valley over Llangollen. I'd really like to have a go at that. Obviously not flying it myself, but it's part of a tandem thing, whatever they do. I'd like to have a go myself, but I dare say it takes some training, some lessons before you're allowed to do it. You know, some of the views now that have opened up, you know, you're looking right out to the right of me. You can see it that way, is over Shropshire. Oh, it's a hell of a view down that way now. See right down towards like Welshpool and everywhere down that way. The sun is really shining through the valley. Yeah, so hopefully everybody that I watch on YouTube, and I've got rocks of channels where I follow, you know, the old motor vlogging bikers. Everybody be out this weekend making the most of the weather. Let's hope we have plenty of dry weather coming through autumn and early winter. I'm sure there'll be plenty of days when it's not. Another intrepid explorer going off into the hinterland there. So here's one of the stop-off points that we have. If you've ridden with me before, overlooking right over into Cheshire. You know, right up into Lancashire that way. Merseyside to the left, Liverpool. So on a clear sunny day, as I said before, you can see right up for the Pennines, right further up. You know, it's a cracking view. So you've got the main A5 right below us, runs into Llangollen that way. Broncasullte there, obviously the local area, Kenmawr, and then going out to Wrexham, Chester further on. You're looking at Northwich, which is dead ahead that way, where I was yesterday, J&S, and then moving across to Liverpool, Manchester, and further on, right up north. Yeah, beautiful view. And then let's just put the side stand down. Oh, that's it. And then obviously looking back that way into Llangollen and right the way along then up into Snowdonia, dead ahead, Betws-y-Coed that way. Yeah, you could sit up here, day like this, beautiful, you don't hear a thing. Barring the thump 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 of the exhaust. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, so if you're heading up from anywhere and you're heading this way, come up. So you're heading up towards Chirk Castle and come up to follow the signpost up to Nante. And this is the outlook you'll get. Beautiful. Over to the panorama. Other side. And Castell Bran. If you head up straight over that way, you go into the Horseshoe Pass. That's the very top of the well, Llandegla, if you like. And then you'd get the Horseshoe Pass, the old Ponderosa Cafe to the left there, on the very top, whether you can pick it up now, the mast on the top. Yeah, some beautiful riding roads if you're ever coming this way into North Wales. So jump on without kicking the camera. And we'll set off again and have a go at editing the two cameras later. Mix the GoPro and the Insta360, see what I can come up with. See, I've got the mic mini in my left ear recess in the helmet at the moment. Don't know what it's going to come out like, but I've also got the media mod on the GoPro, which is recording the sound, just the back mic. So I'll take whichever feed is the best and use that one. I'll just let you know which one I've been using as well, which one came out the best. Obviously I've got an open face helmet on, so I know the one on the media mod on the GoPro does a grand job, because it's only picking up from behind me, so it doesn't pick up much wind noise from the front. And we'll see how the earpiece that the mic mini has performed in my ear. That's connected up to the Insta360 on the back via Bluetooth. Up into Chirk Castle grounds. See if I can get a decent shot on the camera up here this time. So this is the National Trust property. Pheasants in the road. Give them a clack with the exhaust. So they're doing a bit of construction up there today. I was going to try and get up there on the bike, but I can see a mechanical digger working away there. Some barriers up. I was going to take you around the castle there. Come up when it's less quiet. So I'll just point the bike that way now, the camera. Bit of off-roading. So there's Chirk Castle in front of us. If you can get a decent view of it. So there is a road going around there. I'll take you around it there one day, just get a few pictures. Again, if you haven't been to Chirk, it's a lovely place to come around. Some lovely gardens, country walks. Take your dog and that. It's great. So just have a bit of off-roading on the 350 Bullet now. And there's quite a few people here today looking at the car park. There's a nice shop down the bottom, a bit of a cafe as well, which do nice teas, nice biscuits, cakes and what have you. Obviously there's a cafe up in the castle, and they do a variety of things, you know, cooked food as well, sandwiches, hot food. It's a really popular place. Yeah, so I'll take you around that road there. And walk up just a bit quieter. So this is one of my regular morning walks. Well, every day, a variety on a theme. There's quite a few different walks going through the woods there. It goes all the way along past the bird hide, and there's all different routes through the woods up there, right the way around the castle and come back round on yourself, or head back down to the pretty gates as we call them, and head back down into Chirk. No doubt there'll be the shooting season before long. There'll be shooting pheasants up here before long. Seems to be really a lot of them around at the moment. They're hazarding themselves when you're on a bike. Yeah, so it'd be interesting to see how the different views on the 360 come out. Just tried a different mounting point, that's all this time. I should have changed it around then when we stopped. Never thought. Put it somewhere else and just give it another go. I've seen some people like hold it up as well, but just have a little, when you're out the way, just hold it out on one of these extendable telescopic like selfie stick, if you like. I haven't got one of them. I've just got the stubby, a bit of a wand, if you like. For the ramp. Been parked past Deer Park Lodge there. Still on the Chirk Castle estate. There's a chestnut tree right in front of us there. I had some chestnuts off that this morning. Lady Margaret's Caravan Park off to the right, part the caravan and whatever you call it club, motorhome club. That's really popular. You've got these like little huts now as well, where you just go there and rent the huts out, so you haven't got to go there in a camper or your caravan. Like lodges, I should say, not huts, lodges, and they look really nice. Went for a walk around there. Along Station Avenue. Right, well, thanks for joining me again, everyone. It's a short little trip, and do subscribe if you're not already. It does help me out. Put a like if you've enjoyed it, and yeah, hope to see you all soon. Thanks very much.